Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back to a brand new Christmassy themed December video. I'm going to be filming today a Christmas tag video answering some Christmas questions about how we celebrate and my favourite memories and that kind of thing. I did one of these last year. Or I did one the year before, I can't remember what year I did it, or maybe I did both years. But I thought I would do an updated one and maybe see how my answers have changed since having children, having a second child. So I'll link them down below if I can find them, and you can go back and watch those ones if you want to. If you're not already subscribed, please hit that big red button down below to subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you as a viewer and a subscriber. It's completely free to do so, it doesn't cost you a penny, but it really does help me out. And give this video a big thumbs up as well, and leave me a comment down below to say hi. But without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, so I've got quite a few questions here then. I'm going to try and get through them quickly because there is quite a few and I don't want you hanging around here all day if you don't want to be. But the first question then is, how do we celebrate Christmas? So obviously it's changed over the years since having children. Christmas becomes more about the kids rather than us as adults, but we are spending Christmas as a family focusing on the kids. So this year I believe we will wake up nice and early, or whenever George decides to wake us up. We will be doing presents, we'll have probably a really lovely Christmassy breakfast and just have a really chilled, relaxed morning. My partner will get on with cooking the Christmas dinner. I'll start doing the washing up and helping and just making sure the kids are looked after and entertained. My partner's mum, she may pop round at some point, we're not exactly sure, but then my mum and my stepdad and my brother are joining us for Christmas dinner this year, which I'm really looking forward to because they'll come over, we'll do presents all together, really just focusing on the kids, and we'll play lots and lots of games, eat way too much food, play more games, eat more food, and just have like a really chilled, relaxing day. So I'm very excited for Christmas this year. I also feel like it's going to be the first Christmas that George is really going to remember and properly understand. So yeah, really excited for this year. Question number 2 then is, are you good at buying gifts for others? I feel like it's a bit of 50-50. I really struggle with certain people and I never know what to buy them, and I end up buying the same presents for the same people every year. My stepdad, I know you're watching this, you are very difficult to buy for, so normally we end up buying the same kind of things, but this year we have obviously got George, who is that little bit older that can start making his own kind of decisions, so we kind of say, what do you want to buy Granddad? And he will choose what he wants to buy Granddad. So yes, depends on the person. Some people I know, like my mum, I can buy for her quite easily. The kids I can buy really easily for. My cousin Abby I can buy really easily for her. But there are certain people in the family that are a little bit difficult, and it does take a little bit of extra thought and work trying to get them a present. Next question then is, what's your most memorable Christmas memory? I would have to say, I would have said before kids, I would have just said being a child, spending time with my family, and having that like Christmas magical feeling in my chest with my brothers, and you know, celebrating with my parents. But since having children, the best feeling is the night before Christmas, like Christmas Eve, really late at night. Me and my partner, we're putting all the presents downstairs for George. We're, you know, doing all the exciting bits that you do with the reindeer and for Santa to try and make sure the kids believe in that magic. And the next morning, as the kids, or as George comes downstairs and he just has the biggest smile on his face, it's just the best feeling knowing that we created that sort of like special moment for him. And I'm really, really excited again for this year because, like I say, he understood Christmas last year, but he is properly going to understand, like he's already really excited for Christmas this year, so I'm really looking forward to seeing his smile again as he comes down the stairs this year. Next question is, on Christmas Eve, what do we leave out for Santa? And again, we really do leave this down to George, so we kind of just ask him what he thinks Santa likes to drink and what he likes to eat. My mum makes George a Christmas Eve box and always bakes a Christmas sugar cookie, so we normally always leave that out for Santa. And then we ask George as well what the reindeers like to eat. It's always a carrot and some milk. The drink is normally a Diet Coke for Santa because he knows that's what Daddy drinks, so I think he thinks that that's what everyone drinks. But yeah, again, we just kind of like leave it down to George. We leave it up to him what he wants to leave out to people. Next question is, what is my favourite Christmas movie? There are 2 that stand out, or let's say there's 3. I am a big fan of The Holiday and Love Actually. I feel like Christmas has really started when I can put those two on, put my feet up, have a hot chocolate, the Christmas tree lights are on, I've got snacks. I feel super Christmassy when those two films are on. I think that they are like staple Christmas films that are going to be on everyone's favourite Christmas list. But again, since having children, I am obsessed with The Grinch, the newer Grinch, because George loves it. We watch that film on repeat every Christmas. I'd probably know all the words, and I love the songs in it, but George is a massive fan, and that film, when it's on as a family, it just makes us feel super Christmassy just because of how much George loves that film. The next question then is, what is my favourite Christmas song? I love, is it Feliz Navidad? I don't know why I love that song so much, but it just feels so upbeat and Christmassy, and I just love it. So that is my favourite Christmas song. The next question is, what do we eat on Christmas Day? It's a selection really. We normally have 3 courses. We normally do a starter, a main and a dessert, and then there's like cheese and snacks for afterwards. But if you're on about the meat sort of section of it, we normally do chicken or turkey depending on what we fancy, and then we'll either do a gammon or a beef as well as like the turkey or the chicken. And then obviously it comes with all the trimmings, you know, cauliflower cheese, roast potatoes, creamy leeks, bread sauce, all the veg you can think of, Yorkshires, pigs in blankets, parsnips. Oh, it's making my mouth water just thinking about it. I am very excited. The next question then is, do we have any Christmas Eve traditions? So the biggest thing that we just love to do is just spend time together as a family, and like I say, really focusing on the children. So last year, obviously this is Finley's first Christmas, so he's just going to slot in to what we do, but we love to wake up, have a lovely breakfast together, maybe walk around some garden centres and get in that sort of like really Christmassy spirit, because everyone is out panic buying, and you know, the shops still have all their lights up and it feels super Christmassy, and so it can really just get us in the mood. Hopefully I'm pretty organised by Christmas Eve, but if I'm not, I will go out and get the last few bits that I need to on Christmas Eve when the shops are just manic, and then we will come home. We'll probably put a Christmas film on or Christmas songs. I'll have a bit of a clean up of the house, make sure all the presents are wrapped and under the tree. We'll have probably a takeaway for dinner. It's usually a Chinese or a KFC, depending on what we fancy. And yeah, that's it really. We'll watch a film as a family, have hot chocolates, put our Christmas Eve pyjamas on, do George's Christmas Eve box, put him up to bed, and then the festivities can begin of preparing the house for the next morning. And then yeah, that is our Christmas Eve tradition. The next question then is, have I ever built a gingerbread house? Now I know a lot of people build these for Christmas, and I've never built one. I know that you can buy gingerbread house making kits, so maybe I will buy one and incorporate it into a vlog or make a video on it, and maybe George can help me with that too, because it does seem a little bit festive, and then I know people like put them out on display as like a bit of a centerpiece, so I'll keep an eye out for a gingerbread making kit, and if I can find one, I'll either incorporate it into like a festive vlog, or I'll make like an entire separate video on that. Question, I don't even know what question we're on anymore. I don't even think that I've been numbering them. But the next question is, what is your all-time favourite Christmas food? I want to say all of it, but I love Bubble and Squeak. I love having all the leftovers mixed together, fried, and then I will have it with bread sauce or cranberry sauce, and then you have it with pate and cheeses. Like the days after Christmas, I love a Christmas dinner, don't get me wrong, but the days after Christmas, the food is just everything left over, and you can just munch and eat it. Like leading up to Christmas, you have to say, oh no, that's for Christmas, that's for Christmas. But then after the days actually happened, you can just eat what you want. And I feel like that is the best part about Christmas. Like those days between Christmas and New Year are just the best. You don't know what day it is, you're full all the time, you're always eating, you know, the telly's on. I just love it. It's like the best relaxing few days. Next question is, do we have a fake or real tree? We have a fake tree. We had a real tree for quite a number of years, and then I'm not sure why we swapped really. I think it was because I like putting up the decorations quite early and having them, you know, into January as well, and a real tree just looked a bit sad after a while, so I think we bought a Christmas tree, a fake Christmas tree. We did spend a little bit of money on it one year. It was like 5 years ago now, or 4 years ago I think. We bought a really nice one from John Lewis. So although yes, it was quite pricey, we've definitely probably made up what we would have spent on real trees by now, but it just means that we can put it up super early and it will last throughout the whole of December and leading into a little bit of January as well. The next question is, what is your favourite thing about Christmas? I've kind of covered it in this video, but it really is just spending time with my family and everyone coming over, presents, watching everyone be happy with their presents, watching the kids play, eating stupid amounts of chocolate and food, cheese, like all the best things, and just not having to actually worry about anything. You haven't got to go to work. Well, I haven't this year because I'm on maternity leave, but next year I probably will have to. But you know, those few days that you have to yourself where you don't know what time it is, you don't know what day it is, that you just play games, eat food, and just chill out. It's just the best thing. I love Christmas so much, if you can't tell. So the last question I'm going to answer then is, am I a last minute shopper or am I organised? So it depends on what I'm talking about. The children's presents, I've been organised, I've been done from like the beginning of October, because this was the first year that I said I'm going to be prepared, and I've been picking things up in the sales pretty much since January onwards. And in October I finally felt like I'd bought enough for the kids. So the kids have been done for ages. My mum is coming for Christmas dinner and my stepdad, and they have very kindly said that they would do our food shop for us. I'm on maternity pay, it is extremely tight. Obviously we don't want it to ruin Christmas, especially for the children, and they're coming over as well and we're going to cook for them. So we are so grateful. Like I say, I know my stepdad watches these videos, so we are very grateful for you helping us out with the Christmas shop, and we'll make you a lovely Christmas dinner, and I will splash out and use the dishwasher that day so none of us have to wash up. But yeah, it just depends. So obviously we're going to go and do the food shop probably a couple of days before with my mum. I find it so stressful doing a Christmas shop. There are just so many people out. Everyone says, why don't I do it online? But I like to physically see and look what the shops have. So I'm kind of bringing that stress on myself, really. But yeah, it just depends. You know, the kids I'm done with. I've been trying to pick things up for other family members throughout the year as well. Decorations, I feel like I'm a little bit behind. You know, it just all falls into place at some point, you know, a few days before Christmas. But you know, the main thing about Christmas, especially this year, is the children, and I'm done with them. So if they're done, you know, everyone else is going to be happy. So yeah, that's it. Guys, thank you so much for watching today's video. I really enjoyed doing the Christmas tag. I feel like those questions I just answered were slightly different from the few years before. Like I say, I'll link them down below. I think I did a brief Christmas playlist from a few years ago, so I'll link that down below if you want to go and check that out. I've also recently uploaded some other Christmassy content. I'm going to link it all in a playlist. I'll call it like Christmas 22 or Vlogmas 22, although I'm trying to film more regularly throughout December, and I was calling it Vlogmas. It's kind of like a video every other day, just so it gives me enough time. Like I say, I'm a mum of two, I've got a little baby, and everything's a bit chaotic, so and I want to make sure I'm putting out nice content, not just like random videos. So a video every other day, sorry. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Like I said earlier, subscribe if you liked today's video, hit the bell so you can be notified every time I upload a video, and leave me a comment. Let me know if you are ready for Christmas. Let me know any of your answers to the questions. I always love looking at my comments and chatting to you guys. I'll also leave my Instagram down below, so if you want to send me a message over there, you're more than welcome to do so. But thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely rest of your day and take care. Bye!